Help support our coverage with a free account on Privacy, the service that keeps you protected when shopping online. Get $5 to try it now by using promo code QZZ2J. And with Blueberry, the community that gives creators the power to make money, get detailed audience measurements, and host their audio and video. Get a 30-day free trial by using promo code Blueberry004.
But our next guest is here.
Yes. And it's not Lumen.
No, it's not Lumen.
Okay.
It's actually
And
Disney
Michelle's like,
Codeillusion.
"Oh, no."
Disney
It is Codeillusion. Yes, yes. And Satoshi.
Yeah, Satoshi.
Hi.
How you doing, Satoshi?
Nice to meet you. Thank
Good.
you very
Hey,
much.
it's good to see you
too.
Hey, good to see you
again.
again.
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah. All right.
I saw these guys at Showstoppers, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
And I saw Baymax and I saw
Exactly.
Code because I'm a software engineer
Right.
on my day job. And I'm obsessed. Tell us a little bit about Disney Codeillusion.
Thank you. So yeah, it's about the text-based coding with Disney. So you can learn, full languages such as JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and processing, while you play games with, Disney stories.
So it's like your major Disney characters all in.
Exactly.
Like teaching you how to code.
Right.
Wow.
So for example, we use like 14 stories such as Frozen or Baymax or whatever
I
you
love
like.
Yeah.
And for the Frozen part, you can learn how to create the Elsa's snow magic with JavaScript. And also you get this book, as well as it's about web-based coding, right? But you get this book. And we wanted to engage people to, coding learnings. So that's why we wanted to have this book. And for example, for the Frozen, once you clear the lesson, you get some postcards so that you can, insert to the slit over there.
So
the
you're
pocket.
actually rewarded for
Rewarding,
learning.
yeah. So you
Well,
can create your own magic book.
If you look at this just on its own, it looks like a Disney fairy tale.
Yep.
But it's all about STEM and tech.
STEM, yeah,
and
and tech.
coding.
Coding.
That's just too cool.
So what kind of programming languages can
Yeah.
you learn through?
So you can learn JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and processing. And we have more than 100 lessons. In total, I would say 80 hours you need to spend to get through all of the lessons. And we wanted to have like something comprehensive courses for the older kids, like teenagers, also for the adults, those who wants to learn coding, but sometimes they struggle with learning, especially through the online
Yes.
courses,
Yes.
because it's not engaging or
Yes.
it's boring. I would say it's very difficult to keep learning because of the motivation.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why we wanted to have the entertainment feature with the education.
This is really interesting because I do a few things in the licensing space.
Oh yeah.
And I can't even imagine the conversation that must have went on between your company and
Right.
Disney for licensing rights
It's crazy.
for coding.
I love it. I love it.
They were like, "Who's coming up with this idea?" Right? That
Yeah,
had to be
yeah,
fantastic to bring this
Thank
to
you.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What
Yeah.
sort of techniques can you learn
Here.
through like working with
Oh, yeah.
Disney characters?
Sure. So you can learn to create some media art, which is like computer. You use the computer to create some art, or you can create some websites or games like 2D scrolling games and puzzle games. So you can see here. Yeah, I can show you. So this is the Elsa's Snow Magic with JavaScript.
I'm going
Can you
to
see
pull
it?
that over just a little bit more
Yeah,
there.
sure, just in
All right,
case.
so we don't. There we go. Okay.
Right, and this with Aladdin, you can learn the 2D scrolling games, including some mathematics, like
gonna pull that-
sines and cosines.
Tilt it.
Yeah.
There we go. We're getting a little reflection. Okay,
Sure,
very good.
Sure. And also for the Zootopia, you can learn how to build the website to recruit the police officers.
Okay.
So you can build a website with the Zootopia characters.
Right.
I love that. Do
That
they
is
give you like
great.
instruction? How,
Yeah.
how does that work between
Yeah, it goes
the
like a-
interaction?
It's like a step-by-step approach, and I tried to make some demo here, but I'm sorry, we lost the Wi-Fi here.
That's-
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah.
No worries about that. We understand totally.
Right.
Yep.
So, in general, it goes by, we have the coding window and hint window and the result window. And the result comes out simultaneously once you code something.
Okay.
And it goes like step by step, so you won't get lost. So those characters in the lesson part gonna lead you through step by step to see. Let's change this parameter to 0.006 from 0 or something.
Okay.
Okay.
Then you change it and you see the result. So you get, because you changed some part, because you got that result, right? So those part are the most, I would say, difficult part for the code learnings, because sometimes you have to write, let's say, 100 codes in the line,
Yes.
and you get lost.
for sure.
And if you get nothing on the result,
You're just sad.
Exactly.
Because one character's off somewhere,
I'm just
right?
sad.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. I can believe that.
Exactly.
So, okay, so I want to learn JavaScript.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
so I can just sign up. You're
Sign
going to
up.
send me the book.
Yep.
And it's designed specifically for JavaScript, or does this same book actually work for HTML and everything else?
Yeah, everything is included.
Okay.
Are you able
Okay.
to pick which programming language you want to work
Uh,
with, or
yeah,
is it just
sort of? Yes.
goes through all of them
It's like you can pick whatever you want to learn.
Okay.
Okay.
So
with
now,
each story?
yes, with each stories.
Okay, so
we
I want JavaScript over CSS,
Yep.
and I can choose that.
Choose that. Yeah.
Okay.
But we have 14 stories here,
Okay.
and we cut it into the 7 chapters. So in general, you can choose like from 2 of those stories.
Mm-hmm.
And once you get through the chapter 1, you go to the chapter 2. But once you have done all the lessons, you have unlimited access to all the lessons. So you can pick up whatever you want to repeat.
Okay.
But we try to make sure that the level will gradually go to high level from the very scratch.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So we recommend to start from, of course, chapter 1 and go to 2 and 3 and 4.
Okay.
So would you, we'll just pick on JavaScript because
Yeah.
that is pretty popular, of course.
Yeah.
Would you feel that after you're finished with the 14 lesson plans in here that you would be pretty competent in Java?
Yeah, and not only for the Java, but also the other languages.
Right,
And
right.
what we wanted to bring to those kids or adults was we want to make sure everybody get the fundamental coding
Yes.
skills, which means
Which are very important.
Right,
Mhm.
you can learn new languages in a very easy way.
Yep.
So that's one of the reasons why we wanted to have 3 languages to learn like a comprehensive courses rather than just JavaScript or just HTML, CSS or processing.
So how young?
Yeah.
I mean,
that
you
was
know,
my
both.
question.
Yeah. I would say it depends on the individual, but
Yeah.
I would say about 10 will be
Yeah,
a good
really.
starting point because you have to type everything by yourself using the keyboard. So of course, some people or kids are very familiar with using these computers.
Yep.
So those kids probably 8 or 9, that would be okay. But
Yeah.
I would say in general, starting from 10.
Yep.
And our target audience was teenagers and of course adults
Yep.
who wants to learn the real coding.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And the cost of the program?
It's about starting from $65 per month.
Okay.
Yep.
And after how many months? I mean, was this a year-long thing, or doesn't it really matter?
Doesn't really matter.
Just depends how fast you get through
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But as I said, it will take about 80 hours to go through everything. So
Okay.
I would say probably 1 year
Yeah.
would be a good point. And you can share your account with your family.
Mm-hmm.
So I encourage people to do more than just to consume the contents. But I would like to encourage people to create something that
Yep.
you want
Yeah.
using the coding skills.
Yeah.
Not only yourself, but also with your kids, right?
So is there like a setup cost too, or do you just pay your first month's?
No, just pay and that's it.
And on the first month, you actually
you
send
get
the book out.
yep, and just sign in to the online, and you don't need to install anything. It runs on the web browser.
Okay.
And
Do you have a gift program as well?
oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So I could gift this to somebody,
Somebody
or whatever.
else,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, that's possible. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. I love this.
Thank
Are you thinking about adding this into curriculum in schools?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for raising that point.
Yeah.
Because we are here for CES to see how this can help the B2C, I mean the consumer market. But
Yep.
also we are looking for some school market as well.
Mm-hmm.
And for the schools, I believe that we don't need these books or stories. They just want to focus in on the lessons because every teacher are struggling with how they can build their curriculum in terms of the coding. So in that way, as I said, we have like comprehensive courses here, so we can help them out. And we did some beta tests in the middle school or in the tech museum in San Jose,
Yep.
and it went well. I mean,
Oh,
they-
what kids that's 10 years old is not going to sign up for Disney?
What
Well,
kid
how do I
that's what kid that's not 23 years old doesn't want to sign up for Disney?
right. And for
That's
free.
just amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 No, it's cool stuff.
And we validated that teachers don't need to teach coding; they just need to facilitate the class or the workshop. So
Definitely.
that's a very competitive advantage of this product.
Okay.
And how was it working with Disney and collaborating with this project?
It was tough, of course.
Yeah.
to be honest.
Okay.
But it's great to have that big company with us, especially in the coding education.
Mhm.
So that means Disney cares about education.
They definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, I hope that this can help some,
Oh,
social.
I can't imagine that
Yeah.
it won't. This is actually a very unique way to teach people how to code. I mean, that doesn't seem so. I mean, I hate to use the word boring, but I mean, I think that's what
Right.
people just need that little extra motivation, that entertainment value to it.
Right,
You know,
right,
get
right.
that affirmation that you're
Exactly,
providing in here too. You
exactly.
know, so yeah,
And
yeah, that's pretty cool.
right, because we have like 10 years experience in Japan in
Okay.
face-to-face boot camps.
Yep.
And we have like 50,000 students over there. From those experiences, we understood that the entertainment or engagement is the key to let's say not teaching, but as a users to learning those difficult things.
Right.
So that was one of the motivation we had or passion we had, so that we could help some societies.
Yep.
Not only in Japan but also here in the
Right.
States.
Right.
Yeah.
How do we find out more about this?
Yeah, just come to codeillusion.io, which is here. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Codeillusion, which is on my
Codeillusion, yep, .io. So
.io.
CODEILLUSION.io.
Exactly.
Okay, very nice. Satoshi,
This
this
is
is amazing.
Thank you.
It really is a great product.
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, are you ready?
We'll talk about this forever.
Squirrel. What book are you talking about?
Yeah, I never saw a book ever at all.
Thanks for showing
All right,
up
thank
today.
you very
Thank you so
much.
much. Have a
Thank
great
you.
rest
You
of your
too.
couple hours
Thank you very
left
much.
on the show.
Have a good.